Hey, what's up? This is a 2001 Prelude and a follow-up to my last video where I cleaned the EGR valve. I put it back on and let me just back up a little bit. It had a CEL, it was a 401, which is an EGR valve, which is clogged, exhaust gas recirculation valve. So in the last video I made, I showed you how to take this off and clean it, and I stuck it back on. It goes right there, right there, right there. And the CEL went away. It was wonderful. Car ran great. I got about 1 extra mile per gallon on that tank. So I thought, and everything's great, the car's running great. So what I thought is, well, why not just clean the whole system? So this is not a how-to video, because I'm kind of halfway into the job, but I just thought I'd shoot and kind of show you what's going on here. This entire area of the intake was black. And so the idea here, the next step after you clean the EGR and clean out all that carbon, is to pull the 6 plugs out of these ports. They're called EGR ports. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The plugs look like this. And so you pull the plugs out and then you clean out all that carbon gunk out of there. So again, after what I saw happen with my mileage, after pulling that, I thought, you know, it would only be helpful to the car after 200,000 miles to clean out these as well. So how do you do that? And man, it's a mess. Look at this rag. This is just some of the stuff that I got out of there. You can see this carbon is just shot everywhere. This cardboard absorbed. That's just from carb cleaner. So yeah, I think this is just a good maintenance thing to do to the car. And again, this entire area, these things were clogged. Like looking down in here, let me shine a flashlight for you. Looking down in there, you can see now they're nice and silver. It was just completely black and completely clogged, where you couldn't, you couldn't even see in there. And now they're pretty clean, clean enough. This is a messy job, by the way. So how do you do it? Again, this is not a walkthrough. I'll link you to or I won't link you, but I'll show you a website that will give you a decent walkthrough. But I didn't see any videos on it, so I thought I'd make one real quick. First thing you do is you pull off the coil, which is 3 10mm bolts. It's right attached to this bracket. The next thing you do is you pull off the EGR valve itself, which is 2 12mm. There's, by the way, a bunch of vacuum hoses and electrical connectors. I'm not going to go through all that, but you'll figure it out. It's just you have to take it out to get these pieces out. Next thing is the idle air control valve, which is this guy right here, and that was just 2 12s, I think it was, a short one and a long one. Then you pull off the fuel pressure regulator, which is right here. And by the way, you got your coil here. You got your you got your coil here, you got your EGR there. So coil first, and then EGR, then your idle air control. So it's coil, EGR, coil here, EGR down there. Your idle air control sits right here, bolted to this, right here on the intake. And then the next part is the fuel pressure regulator, which is attached to the fuel rail area, and it's right here hanging. And that was just 2 10s, and you got to get that off to get this off. It doesn't look like you'd have to take this off, but you do. You got to pull it off so that you can get to the 3 10 mils to pull the fuel rail off. And then once you pull the fuel rail off, the fuel rail, you can just pull it out. You can see what I did. I had it pulled a little more back when I was cleaning. And be real careful when you do, because there's 4 little washers. 1, 2, 3, 4. In there, and those could easily come out and get lost, and then you're going to have a big problem once you put everything back together. So once you get all that done, the next thing you got to do, and you're going to lose a little antifreeze and fuel, but nothing, no big deal, so don't worry about that. Then the next thing you do, there's lots of ways to do this. What I did was I just took some self-tapping screws or bolts, screw things. I screwed them into these 6 plugs and got them about halfway in, and then I just took a claw hammer and just pulled them right out, and they all 6 came out very easily. You gotta, use a little pressure. And yeah, and then that's it. So once you're done with that, then you I used 2 full cans of carb cleaner, and kind of did carb cleaner, stuck a little screwdriver down there, just cleaned it all out, used some air, blew it out. Again, when I used the air, I would like cover all the ports except the one I was spraying. And then and in that way it would catch most of that stuff, but this stuff still went everywhere. It's going to shoot out of everything, so get ready. Make sure you wear safety goggles. But yeah, just, you know, screwdriver, carb cleaner, air, screwdriver, carb cleaner, air. I did that for probably 45 minutes or an hour. I even took a little wire right here, and I use this because I just stuck it in, because you want to make sure the area between the ports is clean. So I just stuck it in all 6 ports. And when you shoot air in here, like shoot air going that way, and then spin your compressor, you know, your nozzle around, and just kind of shoot it all in, and just stuff's going to blow everywhere. But I did that process I just described probably 4 or 5 times, and I got it to this point where it's pretty clean. Again, it doesn't matter how clean all this is on the outside. What matters is how clean it is in there. And again, with the flashlight, you can see metal now, so I'm happy. Probably could be done better, but I'm going to be happy with it. This is kind of like something that you could just go forever, probably. But yeah, so I'm going to put it back together, and just 2 other things before I end. This is the part you need. These are the plugs, so you'll need 6 of them, and you just plug them back in there. They look different from the stockers, but this is the right part. I was very careful to make sure. So you knock those in, and then put it all back together. And let me show you a website that was really helpful. I'm not going to link it, but you can find it. It's Prelude Power, and this is an old thread that I found, but it will be really helpful for you. It was for me. So you want to go to preludepower.com and just search for the slide hammer EGR port cleaning thread. And it's a nice thread where he's got pictures, and the actual thread is about how to build your own slide hammer, which I didn't use. I just did the trick of screwing a screw in and then pulling it with a hammer. But this guy uses a slide hammer, which is also fine. I thought that was a little excessive. So he just goes through on this, but then he gets to the good stuff, which is kind of showing you what I just did, and going through all the nut bolt sizes. Everything's here. Very, very helpful. Thanks whoever did this. So yeah, so I'm going to put it back together now, and I'm hoping for more gas mileage. Anyhow, this isn't really a how-to, but just a quick walkthrough to kind of show you how to do this. And other update on this car, I just added this rear wing lip. So I'm going to get this thing back together and running, and clean it up soon, and do a POV drive. All right, well, leave me questions if you have them. Hope this is helpful. Have a good day.